Hi there, this is Brad with Painting Oregon and Swatch Deck talking about leftover paint inventory. So today we're going to catalog some leftover paint we had from our office painting project. So what I'm going to do is just create a house called leftover paint. I'm going to open up the house. I'm going to add a room. And I'm just going to call this office paint leftover. Perfect. Now I'm going to add swatches, and I'm just going to show real quick that with a manual function I am able to take, so you can see that we've got our different cans of paint here. Painting Oregon white, this one here. We're just going to get a representation of that color. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now I can just tap to try to get a white. There's white enough for me. I'm going to call this white. If I want to capture a label, I can capture a label up here, but really what I want to do is I want to see how much paint's left in this thing. So I'll capture my label, but I'm going to go in my notes and I'm going to say about 3/4 of a gallon. You might want to say also that it's a flat sheen. And then we've created our first leftover paint. Now we also did a center stage green, which is a Sherwin-Williams color. So I've got Sherwin-Williams set up there. And I'm just going to type in 6920, my center stage. I'm going to use it, and feels pretty empty, so I'm going to say that it's less than a quart left of this. Less than a quart. Done there. And now I've got another one where I'll use the manual function again. Take a photo of it. This one is called Caviar, so I could do the search just like I did with the center stage, but since it's black, I bet I can just do a pretty custom color. Yep, sure enough, it's black. So on the bottom there, you can say I can use the image or I can use color. I'm going to go ahead and use the color. I'm going to call this Caviar. And on my notes, got about a half a gallon left there. Might be good to say also that you used this last on 7/15/15, so that if it goes bad, you've got it. Now what you can do is as you start creating your inventory, you can start segmenting them to different colors. So you can copy and paste. Now I'm going to delete this one here. Got my white here with all my info. You can create a room for greens. You probably create a dark room as well for your blacks and your dark browns. And then that way it's all stored there on your leftover paint house or project, so that when you're trying to get a primer for your project, you have all that documentation. And then of course you can send this off to your painters to pick and choose what they want, and then when you've picked a paint, all you have to do is just delete it when you've used it, and then it's gone, it's out of your inventory. So that is using Swatch Deck to keep track of your leftover paint inventory.